Good evening, America. I really didn't want to go here, but I witnessed some things over the weekend that I just had to talk about, and I gotta bring these things to you, America. It's bad, but I gotta do this. I was in D.C. Monday, and some of the Tea Party people were still there, and I really was hoping they would be there because I wanted to talk to them and just understand where they're coming from for myself. I see all the news reports and everything, but I want to see it for myself, and I did. I talked to a few of them, and none of them would allow me to film them, so all I have is my word. I mean, they were very angry, and they were kind of hostile. Not just towards me because I'm black or anything, but just hostile, period. You know, downright hateful, if you ask me. But I talked to a few people. One lady stuck out. Now, this lady said that Barack Obama is not an American and he should be impeached because he was born in Hawaii. And she caught me off guard with that one, and I just kind of wondered, what the hell are you talking about? And somebody grabbed her and pulled her away, and she couldn't say anything else. But in my opinion, she doesn't even know that Hawaii is a state. Okay, now, I asked a gentleman, he was kind of interesting gentleman, you know, he seemed kind of smart, so I kind of put him to the side and I asked him, sir, why are you here? What are you protesting? And he said he is protesting because it's his constitutional right to do it. I said, yes, I understand that, very good. But what are you protesting? I'm protesting because it's my right. I said, yes, sir, I understand that, but what are you protesting? I'm protesting because okay. He doesn't know why he's here. He knows nothing about healthcare, but he's here protesting because someone gave him a free hotel room for the weekend in Washington, D.C., a place he's never been to in his life, and gave him a sack lunch. Okay, I saw a lot of signs. These signs were calling President Obama a witch doctor, a Nazi, keep the change, all of this rhetoric. But now the other thing about this whole situation is that these people are working class Americans. Now, they call themselves Republicans. Now, a working class Republican is going to trust their party, right? So I know that these people cannot afford a weekend in Washington, D.C., you know, because they're working class people. You can't afford it. And I know you can't afford it because the Republican Party policies allow Wall Street to steal all your life savings. You don't have any savings anyway. So somebody's got to pay for this, pay for your weekend. And who do you think paid for it? I leave that to imagination. Okay, but now, the sad part about this whole thing is, it's the Republican Party and their belief in all these family values. Okay. Now, you got grassroots Americans who have worked hard all their life. Your policies wiped out all their life savings, and you give them a voice in D.C. to just act a fool and be loud. They have no idea why they're there, but you gave them a voice. You can fool some of the people some of the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. Trust me on that one now. It's going to backfire. You'll see. Now, how can I explain this in a way that some of you guys in the GOP will understand? I don't know, but I'm going to try. Now, you speak all these family values. You have this thing that you even give all of your candidates a test to see how their family values add up to your standards. That guy in Las Vegas that was talking on film about his girlfriend, all these freaky deaky liaisons with his girlfriend, or that lobbyist or whatever, who didn't know he was on tape. He said that the only thing that he's guilty of is using inappropriate language. He's not guilty of cheating on his wife. He's not guilty of spending taxpayers' money for some freaky dicky liaison. No. That was okay. Family values. Then you got this guy, Wilson. Now, Wilson, he disrespected the President of the United States on national TV. Now, my thing about that is, what did his mother and father teach him coming up? They did a really good job raising him. And my point is this. I don't like George Bush. Never have liked George Bush. Never will like George Bush. I mean, I don't like what he stands for. But he was my president, and I respected him. I never called him a crackhead, and I know he was. I never called him a drunk, and I know he was. I never called him a thief, and I know he was, because he was my president. But he is not now. I would never disrespect the President of the United States. Because I love my country, and I love what this country stands for. How would I look if I'm calling the sitting President of the United States a racist, hate-filled name? What kind of American am I? What kind of American would I look like to the world if I'm calling my sitting president a liar? You lie, you lie. Look, we can sit down like two gentlemen and discuss this thing. If I disagree with you, I can sit down as a gentleman and talk to you, because I respect you as a man. There's no way Joe Wilson can respect Barack Obama as a man by calling him out like that on national TV. He made himself look stupid, just like all the GOP have made themselves look stupid. Somebody in the Republican Party, please stand up and be a man. The only smart person I see left in the whole Republican Party is Colin Powell. And he's not joining y'all's bullshit because he's better than that. I mean, come on. The bill is going to pass. Healthcare reform is going to pass. It may not be what's really needed, but it's going to help. It's going to help every American live a better life and a more healthy life. No thanks to the Republican Party and their family values. I mean, my opinion of the American family was the Cleveland family. GOP, you guys act like the Manson family. And who is Charles Manson? I know who he is. Rush Limbaugh. If Rush Limbaugh told you how to go out and kill everybody in the United States, would you do it? Sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I really wonder about that. I mean, come on, GOP. America needs two strong parties. Wake up, all of you guys, man. How did all you guys become stupid at the same time? Come on now. We need bipartisanship here to make the whole thing work better for everybody. Do you really want things to be better? Ask yourself that. Do you really want things to be better? getting a headache here. I gotta cut this off. I'm getting a headache. Excuse me. America, just keep the faith. It's going to get better. I know it is. It can't get any lower than what it is now. I mean, on one side, of course, but oh my goodness gracious. Keep the faith in there. We're going to see our way through this thing. God bless everybody.